Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong, issue number 5. Let's take a look at the creative team before we get into this book. This book is written by Brian Buccellato with art by Christian Duce, Tom Derenick on art as well, and Luis Guerrero on colors, with Richard Starkings and Jimmy Betancourt on letters. So we do have an additional artist. Christian's been doing most of the work up until now. But I think a book like this definitely takes a lot of time. Definitely takes a lot of effort. There's a lot of big pages with a lot of characters, a lot of kaijus, a lot of monsters. So let's talk about this specific issue. The cataclysmic crossover between the DC universes and legendary MONSTERVERSE continues. The Justice League have regrouped after the initial losses and discover nefarious plans by the Legion of Doom, and the League of Assassins are on their way to use the monsters for their evil purposes. As Lois uncovers the truth about the monster's identity, the League also learns of a beacon drawing them, all the creatures, to one specific location. The final battle to save Earth is about to begin. Yeah, this issue definitely felt like a very much of a transition. Let's put all the pieces into place. And I think I think those issues can sometimes feel a little bit not as important as some of the other ones that we've read before, but I think this is going to be a really nice 1-2 combo punch with the next issue. This definitely, it's almost as if when you pull back on a bow and arrow, and then the next issue is the release of everything, right? Uh, of course, the art team just doing fantastic work, not only with uh, setting up the characters and just having to draw so many different characters in one spot, but also just with the monsters. I think they really nailed the look. So let's take a look at some of that. So here we see Superman still recovering from his previous fight. Now, I hate that Superman's been sidelined for so long. But it makes sense in the story. It definitely makes sense as to, like, this is the one superhero you would want to focus on taking out initially. Um, because otherwise I feel like sometimes some of the other, he might have been able to wrap things up too quickly. It also raises the stakes a little bit for the story. But what I really love here is these pages of just all these creatures fighting together. Everything that's going on underwater, everything that's going on across the globe that has anything to do with the creatures. We haven't even had Godzilla or Kong in the same panel yet, which is really cool. Like, I can't wait for that. Now, I do feel like maybe the Flash is not the one that should be underwater. I don't know if he can swim really fast. Maybe he can, but it's really interesting. I feel like his talents are better used somewhere else. But as you can see, this is where the action is. Atlantis needs as many heroes as it can get. So um, this book is just kind of a blast. It's really fun. I think this is gonna read very well as a collection. So I can see if you're one of those people that have been waiting to read this. I don't blame you. Following so many monthly comics can be difficult, but on the upside, you get to see everything up front. You get to see all these really cool covers, which we have some at the end of the video. So stay tuned for those. But yeah, this story has been so exciting. I am very, very much looking forward to what happens on the next issue, because I love these monsters. I love the Justice League. So, like, putting everything together in one place, and I can't wait for Kong to be on the same page as Godzilla. Also, there's a giant surprise towards the end of the issue, so obviously stay tuned for all that. Let me know what you thought about it, and if you have read this issue, let me know what you thought about it as a whole. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.